Hello ladies and gentlemen. Today I want to introduce you to the blindfolded speedrun of the fitness game Ring Fit Adventure. It was released in 2019 and got very popular in both the casual as well as the speedrunning world due to its fun RPG mechanics in combination with the new Ring-Con controller. The category of this speedrun is called World 1 Intensity 30. In this game, you move through various stages by running yourself in place. You can use the Ring-Con to shoot air blasts or jump, as well as some other mechanics. There are a total of 23 story-relevant worlds in the adventure mode, so the any % speedrun is actually extremely long. For reference, the current visual world record for that stands at 13 hours right now. That is why the most popular speedrun category is to actually just beat the first world of the story mode. Intensity 30 refers to the difficulty level, as it ranges from 1 to 30. What it does is giving each exercise in battles more repetitions, and therefore it reduces your attack power by quite a lot, as well as increasing the HP of enemies. In terms of blindfolded techniques, we use the classic beat count to time jumps over obstacles like these rings. It is also important to time the collection of the EXP medals, as they give a great boost to your EXP too. The problem with that is that it is surprisingly hard to concentrate on beat counting while fully working out with your body and not being able to hear much due to all the panting and noise. Now, because we want to speedrun this game and the end boss of this world would usually destroy us, we need to grind some level ups. Our goal is to reach level 5 after the first stage and level 6 after the second one. More to that later though. The most important thing for reaching those levels is gaining EXP. And in Ring Fit Adventure, the best way to farm EXP is by spamming air blasts constantly, as fast as possible. Quick intermission to the explanation. In this section here, we are supposed to learn the suck mechanic of the Ring-Con and pull the coins towards us by pulling left and right. For some reason though, the coins did not want to come to me. I assume it was because my vertical angle was wrong, but it really confused me quite a lot. I have not seen this kind of glitch before in this section, and I honestly did not know what happened. But thankfully after a while it just worked and I could continue with the run. With a heart rate of around 180, I managed to clear the first stage now. After each stage, you still need to do a victory pose, which will also mark the ending of our run in the last stage. After that, our accumulated EXP will be calculated and we can move on to the next stage. After we clear the first stage, we only reach level 3 with our EXP farming method. That is why we actually re-enter stage 1 again and farm it one more time. We will not do the full stage this time, but rather estimate how many air blasts and high knees we still need to do in order to reach level 5. The faster you stop the stage and the closer you get to level 5, the better for the speedrun time. As I said earlier, the best way to earn EXP is by spamming air blasts and high knees constantly. You can see me here right from the beginning constantly mashing the hell out of the Ring-Con controller, as well as doing high knees with my legs, as those give more XP than running, even if they are a bit slower. We do all of this even if it's a bit slower, because if we don't reach level 6 by the end boss, we will simply not be able to finish the game. So if we go too fast, we will not have enough time to farm enough EXP for level ups. The biggest problem is that doing high knees and mashing those air blasts is extremely difficult and tiring. It is literally a crazy workout, as you can probably see on my heart rate. I had to actually physically train for this speedrun, and even though I'm not the unfittest, I cannot even get close to the strong people who are at the top of the leaderboards right now. In stage 1, I got around 600 air blasts, whereas top runners currently can mash up to 900 per stage. Another reason why we need to farm so much EXP, especially in stage 1, is that at level 5 you unlock a new battle skill, and that allows us for a pretty big time save in the second stage, where we will be introduced to fights. I will talk more about the fights later. For now, I still need to farm a tiny bit of EXP and then quit out of the stage. As an estimate in Blindfolded, with my mashing I usually can safely quit out after the second EXP medal, as I do right here. We have safely reached level 5 with our EXP farm, with even 384 EXP too much, which will still come in handy in the second stage though. You could also see that at level 5 we acquired a new battle skill. Now all that is left to do is menuing all the way till the second stage. There, at the very start, we will do a very important menu, because after you unlock your first new skill at level 5, you can actually open the menu, de-equip all fighting skills besides the chair pose yoga skill, and then continue with only that. You can see me struggling here quite a bit with the menuing. That is because I by accident tried to open a wrong menu, but thankfully I realized that I kept pressing the wrong button all the time rather quickly. What? I got lost in the menu. Oh, wrong button. Yes. After the menuing, there are a few beat counted pit jumps coming up, which I hit perfectly. We now have to run through the stage a bit more until we reach the first tutorial fight of the game. Now, how does the fighting system work in this game? This game has a classical turn-based RPG battle system. There can be 1 to 5 enemies in one fight. Usually, we have a handful of different battle skills to choose from, ranging from single target to multi-target, as well as healing, etc. We can use items that make us stronger, or try to give up, though obviously not in the tutorial section of the game. After each attack of ours, the enemy can attack and you have to defend yourself with an ab guard. This will reduce the incoming damage by quite a bit if performed flawlessly. If one is very lucky, the enemy might also decide to not attack, which in the speedrun is faster, but unfortunately is totally random. Now, what is the time save of de-equipping all other skills, like we did in the menu before? There are 2 tutorial fights in stage 2. And as I said, the intensity 30 difficulty increases repetitions for each exercise. The chair pose yoga skill is the skill with the most damage and least repetitions in the run. It only requires 16 repetitions to fully unfold its damage. Compared to that, other exercises are first of all much more demanding on the body, but also contain around 30 to 50 repetitions while being still potentially weaker. So by only having this one great skill equipped, we can defeat enemies much faster. And especially in the end boss, it will save us a lot of time. Enough actually to justify the repeated EXP grind in stage 1. Now one might ask, but why can we not just use the yoga skill all the time in that case? The problem is that skills in this game have a cooldown. Usually after using the chair pose skill, you are forced to use another skill first before you can choose the chair pose again. But by de-equipping every other skill, we instead get a punishment turn, which means we skip a turn and the enemy gets to attack twice for that. But because of that, our cooldown also disappears. And this is also the reason why it is so important to reach level 6 by the end of the second stage. Level 6 grants us one more heart to withstand damage, and with that we just have barely enough health to be able to finish the final boss of World 1, because he gets to attack us twice each round. Now with the fighting system also explained, we just have to go ahead and clear the stage, and then move on to the end boss. There are also other speedrun techniques that I try to go for, like stair skips. If you jump right before reaching a stair, You can skip parts of it, which is much faster, as stairs force you to do high knees and slow you down quite a bit. But in general, this is how the run goes, and I think I have covered most of the important parts for the blindfolded speedrun of this game. The rest of the run will be quite similar to what we have already seen so far, so I will leave the rest for you to watch with the original audio. I hope you liked my added explanation so far, and thank you for watching. Please also enjoy the rest now. I think I missed. I need to match some white speed. Damn it, this might have been enough XP. I think I missed both beat counts.
右手の親指の腹を頭の一
Oh, that should be level 6, right? That'd be good. We're good with the XP, I think. Pain and boss. Dude, I'm sweating so hard. Jesus. Oh god, dude. I'm so unfit. It's incredible, dude.
動きが速い。
What?
完璧だね。腹筋ガード、しっかりと押し込み続けよう。まずい、使えるスキルが一つもない。
Nice. Nice.
ゆっくり倒そう。ゆっくり戻そう。腰が大きく後ろに反りすぎないように。足は軽く曲げて。まだだ。まずい、使えるスキルが一つもない。腹筋ガード、息を吐きながらお腹に力を入れて。ゆっくり倒そう。ゆっくり戻そう。太りにくい体作りのおすすめの動きだよ。腹筋ガード、腕じゃなくお腹に力を入れよう。まずい、使えるスキルが一つもない。腹筋ガード、押し込むとき足は軽く曲げて。ゆっくり倒そう。心肺機能を高めて持久力をつけよう。ゆっくり戻そう。
Yes!
いやー、なかなか手強かったね。地面からエネルギーを全身に取り込んで天に向かっていく。
Dude! New record! That's a new world record, guys! The old record was 23 minutes. Yes! Oh god. Easy fix, dude. Oh god. I am so dead. This is probably sub 22 with the retime because I started the timer early. This is a sub 22 for sure. Nice, GG. Oh god. Hey, if you like this video, please consider supporting me over at Patreon. I have many cool perks about blindfolded gaming that you might be interested in. This video was sponsored by VR4300, Zeke's Many, Funkylicious, Boris, Bob Farrell, Benlitz, Nex, and many more. Thank you so much for all the support.